It's rolling?
It's rolling.
Welcome to episode 14 of the Off-Program Podcast with Seth and Travis.
And Cooper.
And Cooper, special guest today.
A little bit of a rushed recording for the last one, but I'm heading to Florida next week, so we wanted to get her in.
Yeah.
And
7 days?
Yeah, 7 days out.
Let's go.
I think the worst part about vlogging every training session...
Oh, bro, what are you doing?
Oh, no, Cooper? He's all hairy. Yeah. For the audio listeners, Cooper was on Travis's lap, and she's a very shedding dog right now. But the worst part about vlogging every training session is keeping track of how many days out I am. That is the most stressful part of it.
Why?
Just to not label the days wrong.
Oh, yeah. You mean when you're filming the video?
Like when I'm filming the video, when I'm posting it, I'm like, was that the right amount out? And I've like checked the calendar literally hundreds of times this meet prep just to make sure.
Has it been every single day?
Every training session, so 4 days a week.
How many videos?
4 a week.
Yeah, like, so how many total has it been like through the prep?
Oh, well, I've vlogged every single training session since I ripped my pec off.
When was that?
2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Oh my God.
So it's a long roll. So I don't know how many I've done for the prep, but there's a lot of videos with not a lot of views.
So do you consider yourself a YouTuber now?
No. I think you got to be good at YouTube to be a YouTuber.
I don't know if that's true. Do you have to be good at bodybuilding to be a bodybuilder? Or do you just have to compete? Are you a powerlifter? Do you just like say you're a powerlifter, or do you have to do a meet?
Well, doing a meet, yes. Doing a show, yes. But I think like YouTube, I can classify myself as a failing YouTuber, a struggling YouTuber, a starving artist.
Don't you have like 25,000 subs?
15.
15,000 subs?
But then subs aren't who's actively watching with the algorithm nowadays.
Oh, you're just changing this grading scale and making it harder on yourself.
I'm trying to make myself feel bad so I do better.
Yeah, I noticed you do that.
It's like the only way to find motivation is self-deprecation.
Yeah, so 15,000 people, picture that. Have you ever seen 15,000 people?
Yeah, but they're not all watching every video is the problem.
No, but they all get notified, right?
If they have notifications turned on.
See, if you frame like all views and how many people that actually is, because this hit me like, I had Ian Valier, that bodybuilder.
Yep.
We did a seminar at one of my stores, and you wouldn't believe how packed the store was. Absolutely packed it, crazy full with chairs. It was like rated 100 people. Mm-hmm. And that was like, it seemed like it is a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
So then when you like see on like, your YouTube and it gets, 2,000 views, times that by 20, and they're all watching long form content. Like that's so many people.
But then like if I'm comparing myself to like Will Tennyson views.
Yeah, but if you compare your financials to Elon Musk, like you're always going to be depressed.
Exactly. Depression drives progress. Maybe not, but...
I don't know about depression,
but I think
motivation, aspiration.
But I think like with how...
Seeing what's possible.
With how I work, if I was like, fuck yeah, I got 15,000 subs, I'm the shit, that wouldn't be a reason to drive further.
Yeah, and there's that kind of fine line with everything where it's like that cheesy saying, it's like proud but never satisfied.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, like 15,000 is a lot of people. But yeah, you could be at 20.
And I'm not saying like I'm not doing better than I was. I'm not saying I'm not happy with it growing. I just want it to be better.
Yeah, do all like the old videos slowly come up in views?
Hardly. And I think that's, so the vlogs, not really.
Yeah. But
like the vlogs are steadily like catching average 100 view more. It's just gonna take time to go. Like the old information videos are always steadily climbing.
That's what I was gonna say. Like that would make more sense because like with actual vlogs where people like following your day to day and where you're at right now, they probably don't care what you're lifting a year ago. They want to see what you're lifting now. But the educational videos where you're actually talking about valuable things, then for sure
those are
they'll
more
go back
evergreen.
and listen to that. Yeah, well the views would for sure go up over time because like your reach currently grows and therefore like I don't know if like validation, like how much people trust you goes up. So then they're like, okay, now I really trust Seth. I want to go see what his take was on this topic from 2 years ago.
Yeah. So it's a work in progress, but I mean, it's working, we're growing, we're getting there. And
yeah,
I've now hired Miana to be my official editor.
I noticed the thumbnails improved.
Yeah, there's a lot of progress to be made from zero effort on thumbnails.
Yeah.
She's putting in like at least, infinity more effort than I was.
Yeah. It's hard. Yeah, hard to quantify because it was like 0 and 0 times anything doesn't really work. So you said you're changing the thumbnail now. Is it Is it because of the Mr. Beast thing? Did you hear that?
No, what?
Well,
what
apparently
thing?
he changes his thumbnails multiple times, and every time he
Oh.
does it, he gets like an influx of views on older videos.
Yeah, he does multiple thumbnail tests and whatnot, and just swaps, and yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And is there validity to that? Probably.
Like,
But-
meaning, does it work?
Yeah.
I think it would.
But then there's also like, what's one photo of me benching going to do compared to another photo of me benching on a bench vlog?
You probably can't use like that's the same photo.
Exactly. Like,
you have to use a different photo
Yeah, but what
with
am
a
I?
different title on it.
But if it's a bench vlog, how many options do I have that are valid options to play with?
I think you could do. I think there's a lot. Like on the thumbnail Miana's editing right now, it says in big letters, "Who's the GOAT?"
Mhm.
Then she could try: Is John Hack the GOAT? Is Ed Cohen the GOAT? Does anyone know what Sheffield is? Like she
So-
could try any of those.
So now we
should
need to be
maybe
hiring you
cut
to be my
that.
YouTube consultant.
I have 99 subs now.
Yeah, so you're getting there. You're gonna be a YouTuber.
Yeah, well, when I hit 100, my pay is gonna go up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna charge more for consulting.
I think part of it too is like there's a lot of old head powerlifters that just want to be like, he's just a fucking influencer. And like I don't want to.
But that's how we all kind of were about Sam Sulek off the start.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, people come around. The guys who say that, those are the ones who stay stuck in the past. You know,
Yes.
why is Jay Cutler still the man? You know, 'cause
Yeah.
he stays up with what people care about, and he brings up the new generation, because this is part of it, because you don't get contracts, you know, from winning meets or from winning shows necessarily anymore, because, you know, it used to be the only way you'd get exposure is in a magazine. The only way you got in a magazine is if you won a show.
Mhm.
And it's just not like that anymore, because it doesn't need to be, because everyone markets themselves. So it's kind of progressed the way to make money in the sport is influencing, essentially, because it's you can't just win shows, not do social media, and expect to make a living. It's just not a thing.
Mhm. So what you're saying is I need to crack the whip a little harder on Miana, get her working harder on the thumbnails now.
We need at least four per podcast.
At least 4.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the standard. Okay. Well, we'll step it up.
Yeah, I'm curious. You have to show me show me like what happens. Did you see in that post that I made, the one about Sheffield?
Yes.
Piss people off.
Did it?
Yeah, but John Hack commented.
Yeah, I saw it
That's
early,
alright.
so I saw Hack's comment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so which is good. I think he's over me smoking him in a race and embarrassing him in front of his followers. So that was cool.
Well, you should be more athletic than him.
Absolutely.
You're lean, you're fit, you've got longer limbs.
No, when we raced, I was pretty
Yeah?
good. That was like at the start of my descent. So I was like in the evening, I would have been at least 290.
Wild.
Yeah. So anyways, though, when got the comment, John approved. That's it.
Yeah. And again, I still stand by, like, you can't just say greatest of all time based on recent performances in one meet. So
No, not
like
at all.
I would definitely put Hack way higher than Tested Girl.
Than who?
Than some drug
The
tested girl.
tested girl. Apparently, she's like the highest dots ever of all time. Is that right?
Tested, not untested.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a higher dots untested?
Yeah. You got to pull up the open
Did
powerlifting.
he through? I need to pull up this comment.
Kirsty Hawkins has the highest dots.
Yeah, Kirsty Hawkins, highest dots of all time. What is it?
7-11.
7-11? And how far down do you have to scroll to find?
Who is the person?
Pulling it up.
Travis is scrolling. Audio listeners,
Yeah.
be patient.
Almost there.
I don't know how to fill the air right now. But like as I was saying,
Christy Hawkins.
that's not tested.
Oh, she's very much untested.
So she wasn't a Sheffield.
No.
No.
I've
But yeah,
heard it.
Kirsty-
And she has the best dots raw and in wraps.
Yeah,
at
of all
45
time.
years.
Yeah,
So she's the goat of dot scores.
yeah. Well, the biggest.
Oh, and she's a bodybuilder too?
Yeah, she's jacked. She's strong.
Who is this girl?
Do you wanna
Oh
go down the
my
Kirsty
God.
Hawkins rabbit hole?
Look at that video. That's
Yeah,
just the
she's
first
strong.
one I
She's
pulled
strong
up.
as shit.
Yeah.
Like, and again, like the Kirsty argument,
Yeah. She's jacked.
I can get the Kirsty argument. I can get the John Hack argument. My whole thing is just like the overall duration, legacy, etc.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's hard to make an argument against Ed Cohen if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Now, again, like John and Kirsty, they keep going. They could get to Ed level in that regard. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I think what caused a lot of the miscommunications potentially, like in my post, is that the like greatest of all time subjective.
Mhm.
Like, what does that mean?
And the subjectivity is, again, it's like I'm weighing the duration, the legacy compared to
Mhm.
what he was doing at the time for Ed.
And that's your definition.
Yes.
And then some troll online would have a different definition.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
And I think,
Yeah.
and I think too, it's probably part of like 10 years from now, looking back at John Hack, because it's hard to recognize in the present moment as well.
100%. And there's also like that, just about an emotional tie to the old school guys. That's why so many people have trouble, you know, saying people could beat Arnold. Like the guys who compete in Classic now, if you say like they could beat Arnold, a lot of people like get up in arms about that. And I don't think they ever actually like sit down and, you know, analyze them side by side and go, like, Chris is going to beat Arnold.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think.
he is.
Yeah.
But it's tough to say that because Arnold's, he's
Yes.
this guy, he's like so other. He's not like us. He's another thing. You know, and that's probably like Ed Cohen, right? I think that's how it'll be with Phil Heath.
Yeah,
Pretty
people will look back down the road because he was so close right after Ronnie
Yeah.
that it's probably hard to conceptualize what he was doing in comparison to Ronnie.
Yeah, and this is, I won't take credit. This isn't an original thought. I seen Jay talking about this recently, and I just thought it was like very interesting and true. And he said that Phil is the most dominant bodybuilder ever, like more so than Ronnie. And the reason being for, you know, Phil's 7 Olympia wins, there wasn't one single year where it was close.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a single year where you're like, maybe this guy could have won. It was always him. And then even Ronnie, as good as he was, you know, in 2001, Jay was beating Ronnie after prejudging. So the first half of the show, Jay was beating him. It's like, that's close.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone kind of had those. Dorian, the last couple wins, it was, you know, could have definitely went to Nasser or someone else. Feels like, yeah, I think he'll be one in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Where people look back on and be like, feels like fucking good.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
I wonder what that is. I wonder why time just has to pass. I wonder if it's because after time passes, it's no longer the people who are witnessing it that are talking about it. It's like looking back. So it's like this like folklore. You know, it's like this story you hear about or these photos you see. None of them ever actually seen this guy in person. I wonder if that has something to do with it.
And I think like, so me being a big motocross fan, watching that being the only real sport not that motocross is a real sport, more so than strength sports, but being the only thing that I pay attention to, I think like in that world, like if there's a guy just dominating, like you almost want to root for the other guy because you want the underdog to be able to surpass the guy dominating in a way. And then you don't really appreciate the level of dominance until it's 5 years, 10 years later.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and that's the case a lot of the times. But it can kind of go one of two ways. Well, it kind of goes both ways, because you want the second guy to contest him. Then on the other hand, you're like, I want to see what the first place guy does this year.
Yep.
Like, I want to see something crazy.
Yeah.
Was Travis Pastrana?
So Travis
It's the
was...
only one I know.
I don't know if I want to spend too much time talking about moto, but in like the racing community,
Yeah.
Travis Pastrana might be one of the bigger disappointments in racing of all time. Just because he was so freaking good, and had he not gotten bored with it and quit racing for freestyle, he could have been in like an all-time conversation.
But would he be one of the most well-known racers?
100%, but he's not well-known for racing.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
well-known for the other stuff.
And I'm just basing that off of that's the only person I know, someone completely removed from it.
Yep.
So that's probably significant to, or an indication of what other people are who don't follow the sport.
And the guy that is undoubtedly labeled greatest of all time in motocross, he was racing in a similar time period to Travis. And in that time period, everyone disliked Ricky because Ricky was putting it to Travis and would take Travis out like. But then
So Ricky's the best ever?
Ricky Carmichael, and like at the time there were a lot of people that did not love Ricky. Towards the end of his career, people kind of started to appreciate it a little bit more. But then 20 years later, it's like you can't deny it.
Yeah. So when Travis was racing, was he always like the popular guy, like the fan favorite?
Yeah.
Which makes sense. He was like a likable guy just based off what I'd see online or on TV.
And Ricky was just like a domination robot.
Yeah. How many years was he on top?
He did 10 years straight of outdoor motocross championships.
10 years straight? I wonder what's
And
the
that was
longest.
his first season. He won the 125 title. So he went 125 for 3 years, and then 1-7 on the 250 afterwards.
What's the longest someone's dominated in a sport, like in our sports? Who dominated the longest in powerlifting?
That'd be Ed.
Ed? How many years was it?
I don't know off the top of my head, but it was
Over 10, you think, or no?
80s to early 2000s, approximately.
Oh, so over 10.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be on top.
And the wildest thing about Ed is like when he was 181, he was like really, really, really good. But when he got to the 198s and 220s, like he was hitting the biggest total in history as a 220. Like he was beating the super heavyweights totals as a 220.
Yeah, just a freak.
And that's like the wildest part about Ed that hasn't really been replicated since. Like Colton hit the biggest total of all time as a 275, which is still wild that a 275 pounder is beating super heavies. But like Ed was beating super heavies as a 220.
It's insane.
Yeah.
That's totally insane.
He did from 81 to 2007.
But like the domination,
Yeah.
I think, was late 80s to early 2000s.
Do you think that's easier in powerlifting than bodybuilding to do it longer?
I honestly don't know.
Because we haven't seen anything like that in bodybuilding. Like the one anomaly was like Iris Kyle, who was Miss Olympia for 10 years. It's the longest Olympian ever.
And I think like
Female bodybuilder.
I think like with powerlifting, like the hard part is not getting banged up to be able to sustain that.
Yeah.
But there's definitely something to old man strength because there's a lot of people who have broken all-time world records in their 40s.
Is it a specific lift that they get like old man strength on? Or is it kind of just across
the board? Well, like Stan doing it at whatever 43 or whatever he did it at.
Yeah.
Like he was just strong.
Yeah, was that before or after his body? That was after his
after
bodybuilding,
bodybuilding.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, because he turned pro and then he went down to live in Sacramento and get coached by Mark Bell and went on a pretty sick run there.
See, so he was like a serial learner because for his bodybuilding, he went and he lived with Flex Wheeler for I don't know how long it was, a prep for sure.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, because he was already rich before from doing something, so he was just like doing this as just about a passion thing, right?
But what do you think prevents bodybuilding from having that same length of dominance, same length of career?
Something about like a few things. To maintain that much muscle mass, I think is quite hard on your body. So I think that's definitely one thing. And just like the amount of inputs you need, like the amount of food, the amount of supplements you have to, continuously take just to stay that full. And then skin quality is also something that comes into it. You get older, your skin doesn't look as tight, and that definitely affects things. I mean, you can only totally dry yourself out and bang up your kidneys so many times. If you've been competing for 20 years. I think it's similar from like an injury getting banged up perspective, except also taking into account internally getting banged up.
And I'm wondering too, like the mental pressure of prepping that hard, that many years in a row. I wonder if that would add up as well.
Because you would agree that a bodybuilding prep probably takes more of a mental toll than a powerlifting prep.
Yeah, and 100%. That's not to say powerlifting is easy. I just think that.
No, I know that for sure. So
I just think that the diet coupled with the training, coupled with
the isolation
and pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, like I know when Jay talks about what was so tough about keeping going was just the food, just eating that much food.
And again, like you're gonna burn out on that.
Yeah, so I don't know how long you can do that for. Well, I guess we've seen how long you can do it for. Eight's the record for male Olympian wins. Lee Haney and Ronnie Coleman both had it. Ronnie quit because he got injured because his back was getting pretty banged up near the end, and then his stomach started kind of getting distended. See, Lee's interesting. He might have had the best career in bodybuilding. He won his first Olympia when he was like 22, won his last one when he was 30. And like when he won his last one, he won by a pretty decent margin. But that was actually Dorian's first year at the Olympia. So he beat Dorian. And then Lee retired at 30, still on top, totally healthy. And now you see him now, he's like, I don't know what he is, 70. And it's like a family dude, look healthy, looks good, living a good life. So that would have been interesting to see how much longer he could have went for, but Dorian probably would have beat him within the next couple of years. I don't think Lee would have got to 10 because Dorian
came up at, yeah.
Well, he improved like very fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking too in powerlifting, I think it's like a different level of mental that might limit career length, but I think there's also like the hunger to do more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously I haven't done it yet, but I know like talking to guys that have been at the top, it's like, okay, you break an all-time world record, you break it again. Breaking it again is going to be even fucking harder.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
mentally it can be hard to find like the drive and like the willingness to put yourself through it that many times.
How many guys on top that were setting world records stopped because of injury? Is it most
I
of them?
don't,
Or did a lot of them just like that? That's all I got.
I think a lot of it is like a combined like injury willingness. Because again, I don't think that like Dan Bell, for example, that was more just like he's done it.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to relax.
So he just
That-
stepped. He
yeah.
just stopped.
But for a lot of them, it's like they just start catching little dings. And I've heard Dave Tate talk about this where he says that like most lifters, when they leave powerlifting, it kind of ends up like a comeback that never fully happens.
Mm-hmm.
Where if it is like a injury thing that like they have a big injury when they're already good and they just can't quite come back to where they were and they burn out on that. But I'm not sure how many that's true for at the top level.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like who else? Who else is at the top? Who else was at the top?
In bodybuilding or powerlifting?
Well, either. Like I'm thinking. Okay, so it was Ronnie. Then after Ronnie, it was Jay. And Jay wasn't really injured. He just Phil was after him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Jay got 4 years in winning, and then Phil exploded out of nowhere.
Then after
And
Phil,
then-
it's just been a couple of like a rotation, eh?
It's flip flop basically every year. Sometimes a guy win it twice, but no one's been like dominant since Phil. And yeah, same with Phil. Like Phil wasn't. Well, no, he had a hernia, which led to his midsection being distended, which ultimately is why he lost. Because if his midsection was still good, he would have kept winning, at least for a couple of years, probably for a few years. Like I don't know who would have beat him. Sean Roden was good the year he won. But yeah, it's kind of like there's been no one dominant since then. And
Do you think that's better for the sport as a whole, or do you think that's worse?
I've had this discussion a few times with people. I personally like when there's someone dominant because it means you're going to see something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I loved seeing Chris Bumstead come out.
Mhm.
Like I love Classic. It's all great, but it didn't get me like super excited. But watching Classic and waiting for Chris to come out, because I'm like, I want to see like how does he beat last year? Because last year
Yeah.
was so good. And then seeing him in the lineup, it's just like, come on, like it's like a pro with amateurs.
Yep.
So that's really cool. And then in terms of like, getting excited, and then you get excited about, who's 2 to 6, will these rivalries, who will win with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just like having I want to see the best physiques.
Yep.
And if that means someone's way better than the rest, let's do it. And then you can start the debates, who's better between him and this guy from 10 years ago.
Yep.
Piss everyone off.
Yep.
Yeah. Piss everyone off from whoever's in that time period. Yeah.
And like on the moto side, again, I'm gonna bore everyone with this, but like my perspective is we're kind of like entering into a new era of dominance in motocross with Jet Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like the same thing where it was dominant guy, dominant guy, dominant guy, a bit of a flip flop for the last, couple 6-7 years, like 2018 to the last couple years, we're just kind of flip flopping back and forth between like Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, Jason Anderson got one in 18.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just like Jet is just this alien that is whooping all of those guys' asses, and like it's going to be very difficult to beat him. And I'm almost like watching it as like a racing fan. It's almost less fun to watch because you're just like, well, Jet's just going to win.
Mm-hmm.
If Jet gets a start, he's going to just walk away.
Yeah. Yeah, and I understand that perspective entirely, and I think, it's probably split down the middle for who wants what, so a lot of people would agree with that. You still follow it pretty decently, motocross?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, how
Big
often
nerd.
are, pro races?
So, I guess in the main season, I guess there's 17 supercrosses that start in January.
Mm-hmm.
Then outdoor season starts in, I guess, early May, runs 11 races, and there's 3-round playoff. It's like the winter through fall every week.
Do these guys win money? Like, a lot of money?
Not compared to like stick and ball sports, but much more
But
than
more than
powerlifting.
fitness?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been my guess.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's all just relative to viewers.
Mhm. And it's like Jet, the alien kid that's starting to dominate. It's like a rumor that he's upwards of 10 mil a year.
Yeah,
Which-
so that's, like pro athlete money.
Yeah, which isn't, again, like super good pro athlete money, but okay athlete money. And The problem in moto is like it's big enough to have like top guys getting millions per year, but once you get past 10th place, like you might as well just be a plumber.
Yeah.
There's actually a funny thing
Yeah.
where one of the guys that was, getting, in the 15 to 20 range every week, he was flying home and like working his job as an electrician through the week and then racing on the weekends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's the case for a lot of people in our sports.
Mm-hmm.
Although thankfully most people just do things online because, generally if you're quite good in our sports, you probably have a, social
A
media
following where you
that
can profit off of it.
Yeah, monetize in some way, shape, or form. With the motocross, though, they can get big name sponsors. That's where we've kind of handicapped ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
More so bodybuilding probably than powerlifting. It's because the supplement use is so apparent, and I think that's the biggest issue with it.
And I think viewership in powerlifting too.
Yeah.
Because like there's no casual powerlifting fans.
I
Maybe
wonder
there's a
what
couple,
I wonder
but-
what they could do, what powerlifters could do with that.
Make it more exciting somehow, but I don't know the answer.
I guess Arnold kind of did something with having, the sports festival, doing a whole bunch of different disciplines under the same umbrella, under the same roof. And that's a massive weekend. There's a ton of powerlifters there. How prestigious is the Arnold Classic powerlifting? Is that up there or not really?
So, pardon me, Anna? It used to be. It used to be. On the untested side, back in like the equipped multiply days, there was a meet called the WPO that was like the biggest untested multiply meet in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And when that kind of fell off, that was replaced with XPC untested, but XPC's quality was down from WPO for sure. And then I don't even know what's there untested anymore.
Do you think it would be better if there wasn't federations? There was just tested shows and untested shows?
I don't know. Because a lot of people want to say the federations are the problem.
Well,
But-
my perspective, I'm kind of involved, but I'm also very much looking in from the outside, is there's a lot of them and it doesn't make that much sense.
No. And I think it just has
Like-
kind of turned into like when untested broke, when IPF started testing and like the untested world opened up due to IPF beginning to test and being WADA compliant.
Mhm.
It just seems like it's been like federations popping up every time someone gets pissed off at the organization and they just make
And
a
that's
new
what I
one.
mean. Like there just seems like there's a lot of them,
Mhm.
like a lot more than bodybuilding. Or-
But like
or-
from my side at least, I don't even care about the federation.
Mhm.
I just want to go to where there's a good meet director that runs a good meet.
Mhm. So the totals or the scores or the lifts, it's not per organization, is it? It's just straight across?
So what everyone cares about for the most part is just straight across and open powerlifting.
Okay, that's what they should. Or else it'll
Yeah.
get way too.
And now there are
Whack.
people that want to break their Fed records. And I can, in the IPF, in the tested world, I can understand why they only care about their world
But that's massive though, right? That's the
because
biggest one.
it's massive
Mhm.
and because like their rule set is stricter.
Okay, yeah, so it could
And-
be potentially different lifts. Like
Yeah.
slight different
Yeah,
lift.
and like what I mean by that is they're not using a monolift. They're
Mhm.
only using like a power bar for all three lifts. So there's no squat bar, there's no deadlift bar.
Yeah.
So squat's going to be a little bit whippier on the top end weights. Deadlift's going to be less whippy on the top end weights. So like both of them are a little bit harder in their own way.
Mhm.
Squat judging is generally the strictest you will ever get. And bench, they have an elbow depth rule.
Okay.
It's like your elbow has to be below your shoulder to get a press command, or not to get the bench to pass.
Mhm.
And like that eliminates like the excessive arches that you see somewhere. And I think the elbow depth rule is generally silly,
Okay.
but it is a stricter rule set in general, and it is the biggest federation. So like in that world, I can understand only caring about wanting to beat those people.
Mhm. Yeah, and like on my side, the bodybuilding side of things, there's a bunch of federations, but one is so dominant that it doesn't.
Yeah, there's
even-
one that matters.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like it's like that in untested powerlifting.
No, not at all.
Which I wish it was, because it would be, I don't know,
And
it
it's-
would just seem more.
And like ABS out of Ireland is kind of starting to become the dominant untested, and they're putting up a lot of really good money meets with a lot of good lifters. So it's kind of like shifting. Like right now, people want to go to ABS,
Yeah.
but 3 years ago it was the hybrid meet, the Ghost Clash with WRPF. People wanted to go to those, and it kind of just seems to like shift around with where the hype is and where the lifters are going versus just one being the standard.
What's the ultimate goal in powerlifting
Like for the sport or for the
for an athlete?
just
just get the highest
Again,
numbers
it's-
ever? But is it do the highest numbers ever at this place?
So it depends on your world.
Untested.
Untested, it seems to be like highest numbers ever. But they're
At a
also
specific place or no?
there's also kind of the argument where a lot of lifters value doing it at a bigger meet more.
But is there like one bigger meet that everyone wants to do it?
Right now, not entirely.
I think that's where the separation is.
Mhm.
In bodybuilding, it's everyone, Mr. Olympia.
Is that
That's
the
where
thing?
everyone wants to get. And then if you go down the chart, the only federation that leads to Mr. Olympia is the CPA. So
Yeah.
therefore, they get everyone,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if there was like one main meet, the biggest
Mhm.
meet in untested powerlifting that was tied to one federation, then it would probably go that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like what, which is kind of what they did on the tested side, right? It leads to Sheffield.
Yeah, or with IPF Worlds, which is parallel to Sheffield.
They're both IPF.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, IPF Worlds is World Championship, where Sheffield is just a big money meet.
Invite only.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Arnold versus the Olympia then.
Well, IPF Worlds, you have to qualify.
Yeah, the Olympia you have to qualify.
Yeah.
But the Arnold, it's just invite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so guys, similar deal in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's the same federation though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my God, someone needs to make one.
Yeah.
You need to make
Well-
a super prestigious one, and how you're going to make it that is you're going to get the best people to compete in it, and you get them to promote that whoever wins this is
Yeah.
the best.
And that's what ABS is kind of working towards right now, it looks like. I think the other advantage of ABS compared to other meets right now is like production quality of the meet itself, like the live stream, like the spectacle, like
Mhm.
fireworks and shit.
Yeah.
Cheesy, kind of, I don't know about cheesy stuff, like cheesy is the wrong word, but like they have production values. Like watching an ABS meet, it's more entertaining than meet in a high school gym.
Yeah, for sure. I'd agree with that.
And-
go ahead.
And like Ireland too, when I went over there for Keelan's meet that was Irish Pro, which isn't ABS affiliated. I was blown away because like they have a giant stage and like smoke machine, fireworks, all that shit too. And it's like that's just normal in Ireland.
Mhm.
And I'm like, why are we doing this over here? That's so much cooler.
So they take it like more serious there. It's a
Yeah.
bigger thing.
But they try to make it look like a bigger thing, which then the crowd was
Which
one of the biggest powerlifting meet crowds
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
yeah,
And super
for
loud.
sure. Like more people would want to come
Mhm.
to it if it's at this whatever convention center with a good production value versus
Mhm.
in the basement of the high school.
And even like lifting, like the energy in that room would have been so cool to lift in, just
Mhm.
because it's like the lights, the spectacle, the crowd, the music, everything was so just.
And that's what really grows it when people like you, like the athletes, see that it's cool and they're like,
Mhm.
I want to go there now,
Mhm.
right? Because the fans will follow the athletes.
Mhm.
So if you make a show that has the athletes want to compete there,
Yeah, I did Mike and Marino's meet in Vegas, which was similar to that in regards of like the noise, the crowd, the music, the lights, fireworks too. There's this funny squat video where everyone thought was the number one comment that I had for my third squat at that meet was like, "Why are there fireworks coming out of your ass?" Because like they were behind me on the squat, but
so
it was
what?
like,
It's
that
sick.
was like the
More
closest thing I've
fireworks, explosions.
seen over here. Like American Pro's kind of been close, but yeah, Ireland was wild.
It sounds like it. What was the one that Hathor broke the record at recently? There was like fireworks and stuff.
I don't know what it was. I
The
don't.
505.
Again,
right?
you know I don't pay attention to strongman.
Yeah, I thought you would pay attention to the deadlift though, because that's cool.
Kinda.
Well, he's hitting new
Yeah.
human records.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair enough. But in powerlifting, they have world's strongest man. We need to
Or-
make this federation,
yeah.
and we don't have to worry about production value off the start. People attract people, so we just need to get the best. We're going to talk to the
Yeah.
best
We
people, and
need
we're
a
going
lot
to
of
get them
money to
there.
get the best.
No,
No.
not necessarily, because they want to have the title. They want the Mr. Olympia Sando.
Yep.
And then it grows from there, because then everyone will try and compete there next year, and then prize money, boom, send it back to the athletes.
Yep. But it's kind of happening everywhere right now.
No
It's
one's
like
done it yet.
ABS had theirs, a couple 4 or 6 weeks ago. There was a last big ABS meet, and then last weekend, Shaq Showdown, Seth Bowles, Brittany Bowles put on their meet at their gym, which had a lot of big lifters, big production value, big prize money.
Mhm.
And then next weekend's Jordan Wong's meet. Again, a lot of big lifters. Less, like the production value, I wouldn't say is insane. Sorry, Jordan, but I don't think there's going to be sparkler shooting out of my ass at this one.
Yeah.
But a lot of big lifters, big prize money. And it's kind of like everyone's kind of trying to do that. But because everyone's trying to do that,
But has anyone came out and like framed their show as,
they're all trying to.
so they're all saying like the biggest powerlifting meet in the world? Like they're saying stuff like that?
As much as they can.
Okay. Yeah, all the lifters need to come together. Yeah. Let's work on this.
Maybe I'm off base, but again, I think it is just going to be like a big enough prize pool to attract people. And not having that prize pool dry up. Because like the current US Open was the closest to that I can really think of and remember, eh? But then the money dried up. And it's not being the thing just because people want to go to where like the little bit of prize money is.
I think capitalism happens everywhere.
Yeah.
It's going to turn into a monopoly, and yeah, one of them's
I'll
just
be
gonna
for it.
take all. I think it'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Probably.
But yeah, ABS I
At least
think
it'd be
is
easier to understand.
trending that direction at least.
Okay. Do you like them?
I haven't competed there.
Okay.
It looks like good meets. It looks like good judging.
Okay.
There's one in Niagara Falls this spring
Mm-hmm.
that will conflict with our plans.
Yes.
Because in an interesting turn of events, Travis is going to be running my diet after this.
Yeah.
After this meet.
In a week.
So you'll have to deal with my bullshit. I'm sorry.
No, I'm excited for it.
I sent him, he wanted like baseline photos this morning. I'm just like, oh, I have so much shame.
They were good.
Were they good?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't the poses I asked for, but they were good.
Well, I told you last night, I'm not doing a double bicep. Physically impossible.
Okay.
Physically limited right now. I gotta work on that if we are gonna get on stage.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, you have a ton of muscle. You're just like Joel with more muscle.
You're still gonna hurt Joel's feelings. Like he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I just made that so I could clip it and send it to him.
So what? Joel's much more shapely.
Well, I'm not sure that's entirely true. I think that he's leaner.
Leaner, yes, but I think
We
like
don't know what you look like when you're leaner. Well, you better than me, but
I look
everything comes in. The waist comes in a lot because, like, especially at this point when you're this heavy, you're eating that much food. Like, your waist is gonna come in pretty quick, and then we're gonna whenever you're done like this powerlifting meet, we're gonna start doing vacuums every single day, 10 rounds, holding it as hard as you can, and then you're gonna do core on all your rest days. So I'm not sure how much you'll allow me to move your training around and whatnot.
Yep.
But if it was up to me, that would be twice a week.
Yep.
So you're training core twice a week, you're doing vacuums every single day, and then you're eating foods that don't inflame your stomach and that digest really well. You're taking your glutamine, because I seen you weren't taking glutamine, doing a bit of fiber, prebiotics, probiotics. That's in help with your stomach as well. And then over time, that plus being in a calorie deficit where your stomach isn't constantly, full of food, it's gonna bring it down quite a bit. And then you have a big deadlift. So anyone with a big deadlift has a pretty big back. Like I said in the check-in photos this morning, I couldn't totally see like how your lats,
So
how
low
much they
lats-
popped out from the front just because you were kind of
low lats need to
front
bring
lat.
it up for sure.
or front relaxed. So we work on that,
Yep.
create the V,
Yeah.
big legs,
Yep.
big quad sweep, big adductors, massive adductors.
Tiny little arms.
I couldn't really tell again from the photos, but
Am I gonna get like judged on my bulge on stage? Is that part of the category? Because we gotta improve
I
that
mean,
somehow.
you can stuff.
Yeah. Okay. We're definitely stuffing.
No, you won't get judged on that.
Cole's first show, he left his tanning sock on under his posing trunks because he was afraid his wiener would pop out.
Yeah, so you could do that.
Yeah.
He's gonna hate you. Yeah, for sure. Everyone's scared of that the first time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but like going on stage and
Yeah.
that. I remember the first spray tan I got. That was terrifying. I was 17. I was still like living at my farm. Like go to the city once a year. There's a big outing because my parents let me walk around Walmart for the day and look around. So, anyways, I go to the city and don't know anyone, and I go into the spray tanning room. I've never been to a bodybuilding show. There's these two pretty girls. Holly was her name. Holly, if you watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anyway, she's like, take off your pants. I take off my pants. I'm a minor. A little scared. She's like 25. And I'm standing there in my underwear, and she's like, underwear too. Then I looked around. And I did it.
Man, oh man.
That was a defining moment for me.
Yeah.
No, socks weren't a thing back then. That's a new thing. Yeah.
Well, I came into the sport at the right moment.
Well, yeah, depending how you look at it. Holly.
Well,
gonna send her this clip after.
You know, like it's like
I haven't talked to her in like 10 years.
bad, oh bad. Yeah, I'll be definitely using the sock.
Yeah, they make you now. Like my
Yeah.
lashes, they make you.
Yep,
Yeah, they have like socks there they give you if you don't have one.
perfect.
So that was a big, progression in the sport. You have to wear a sock, you get tanned. Yeah, no, things go good. I'm excited. I started getting excited this morning when I actually got check-ins because then it's like, okay,
Mhm.
it's on now. Yeah.
I think it was Cole's second or third show. Which one was it? Where like it was a black guy doing the spray tans, and like he hands Cole the tiniest baby sock, and Cole's like, "What are you saying about me?"
It was a guy.
Yep.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
That's weird. That shouldn't be allowed.
For the guys though.
A guy shouldn't be able to spray tan a guy.
No.
No,
Why not?
it's gay.
It's 2025. Yeah.
I said what I said. I stand on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
So
powerlifting meets, it's standard that a guy's got to weigh in the guys, girls got to weigh in the girls.
Are you butt naked?
You can be. Depends how close you are to your weight cap, and if you think the 3 grams of underwear will make a difference.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, fair.
I'm not gonna.
No, that's my opinion.
I'm not gonna name names or events, but there was a meet where I once went to, where I show up to weigh in with my buddy, and it was only girls weighing in.
Mm-hmm.
So they got us to go into the bathroom, like we got to go into like the bathroom with the scale on our own. And I'm just there. I get on the scale, I come out, and like I weighed what I expected to weigh. And then like my buddy goes in, and like I see the number on the scale, and I'm like, what the fuck? How was that so low?
Mm-hmm.
He was holding onto the wall.
Sorry, there wasn't someone watching you weigh?
No, because it was just girls running the weigh in because we came late.
Oh, so you go weigh yourself, and then the number would be...
Like outside,
It
it was like a calibrated scale that had like the reader outside the room, like cable going under.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was my weight that I should have been.
Yeah.
Like I weighed right before, and I know he weighed right before we left for weigh-in to make sure that he made it, but he was like way under, and I'm like,
Yeah.
huh. I should have been more crafty.
Yeah, that's not a great system.
No, but usually it's guys weighted guys, girls weighted girls.
Karma played out for him though.
Yes, as it always does.
Didn't lift well. Did
No.
you tear it back?
No,
Quad?
no,
Nothing?
nothing tore.
Oh, just didn't go good.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, there's always, you hear rumors about funny business at weigh-ins too. Like there's been a guy up here that, like looking at him, like he made a weight class, like there's no way he ever could have made that.
Yeah.
And local meet, you wonder like, was there funny business?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, again, like what I was saying is in powerlifting, it's like the goal is the biggest total. But people seem to, myself at least, want to do it on a more legit stage. Just because then if you know the judging's strict, they're not going to pass some bullshit squat, which happens more often, not more often than not, but a lot of times. There's been a couple squats that were drama this year where there was a backyard meet, the guy squats like 6 inches high, gets white lights, and everyone's like, that wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up and over powerlifting, you can't change that. That's
Right.
why people like,
So your numbers are just about more valid at certain shows.
yeah, yep. So you want to go somewhere where it has a reputation for being better. And again, that's why I like Wong's meets.
You like what?
Jordan Wong's meets.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, it's like the lifter experience is so freaking good. The judging is strict but fair. So you're not getting screwed, but you're also not getting gifts. And it just makes it a good time.
Sounds much better.
And then you know that if you do it there, like you're good.
Okay, is this our last pod before you go?
Yes.
If so, what's the recap? How you feeling going into it? You finished your last heavy day, what, 2-3 days ago? 3 days
Yeah,
ago?
last bench was Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Someone got mad at me in the YouTube comments
For what?
because I didn't fist bump you after my bench.
Did you leave me hanging?
I don't think I did. You didn't look like you were trying to fist bump me.
What did you I didn't do this at all?
No, they were mad at me. You didn't do anything, but they were mad at me for not thanking you.
Oh, because you didn't initiate the fist bump and say thank you.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That was crazy.
Sorry for hurting your feelings.
I'm gonna go like that comment.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, in my mind, it's like, not that I want to, I don't know what I'm saying, but it's like, not that I'm just expecting spots to happen and it doesn't matter, but it's like everyone just spots each other. It's normal.
Mhm.
It's like I've spotted you.
And we
I
were
spotted-
probably also around each other for like an hour surrounding that lift.
So it's not like
So it wasn't like a greeting and a goodbye.
yeah.
Mhm. No, don't try and change my mind. I'm with that guy.
Yeah.
You should-
Okay. So
should've
I'll
thanked
make
me.
sure, like, next time I do a good bench, I'll get up and hug you.
You
Even if you're on the other side of the gym, run over.
just thank me very graciously.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, bench. It went good.
Yeah, bench
I
went
watched
good.
that bench. Oh, that flew up.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. So bench, we're very on track. Little pec funkiness I've been having, it's gotten better every bench through the peak. So I'm pretty confident we'll be good to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Deadlift, like we talked about last podcast, I overshot the last one. And all that means is I just got to adjust my expectations a little bit on the platform. Instead of going huge, just go for, a nice little PR instead of a giant one.
Mm-hmm.
And squat, because of the deadlift overshoot, I decided to be like, I'm just going to cap it a little bit lighter, make it move really well. And I think that was the right choice. So we're on track.
So pretty good overall then.
Yeah, nothing hurts. Nothing's weird. I'm tired, but as I should be at this point, and
Mhm.
I'll just progressively get less tired as this rest of this week goes on.
Yeah, just pretty easy sessions now until then.
yeah.
So what's the goal of the training now? Is it just like keep the muscle stimulated?
So there's a couple of different takes on like what you want to accomplish during a taper. And obviously you want to be recovered from the peak so you can perform and be fresh on the platform. Now there are some people that are more worried about getting detrained through the taper, and they're like afraid that if they don't touch as heavy of a weight, like shit's going to feel heavy on the day. And I do get that argument for sure, because like if you taper too hard for too long, shit might feel heavy on the day. But I'm also more biased to wanting to be more recovered and more fresh. Because there are a lot of people that like on a Monday would hit like their opener on all 3 lifts before the meet. And I know that if I did that, I would still have a little bit of fatigue from that, and I wouldn't perform as well as I could. So my bias through a taper is to basically go as light as I can without going so light that I'm not used to heavy weight. So what it looks like for me is on Wednesday, this Wednesday I hit like my deadlift last warm up. So what I'm going to do is my last warm up before I go for my opener, I just took that number for a double.
So how much less is that than your opener? Like
About-
100 pounds?
About
200
70 pounds.
70 pounds, yeah.
So like, and again, that's way more conservative than a lot of people would go. But I also know that I don't need to go heavier than that. For squat, this Saturday, I'm going to take my second last warm up, because of going to last warm up to second last warm up, I don't think it's a big enough difference, and being closer to the meet than the deadlift day, I don't need to touch the last warm up.
About 100 pounds less again?
This will be about 120 pounds less than my opener.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's like I know if I can smash 606 and have it feel like air and move like air, I'm good.
Yeah.
Bench will be the same thing Saturday. Deadlift will be a little bit lighter than Wednesday. And I just progressively lighten up through the week for the rest of the sessions.
At what point do you totally stop training?
I'm still going to train on Friday before the meet.
What are you going to do on Friday?
Very, very, very light, very just like slow, squeezy, minimal exertion stuff, just to make sure that I'm not stiff and to help me better distribute stuff after the weigh-in. Because
Yeah.
I'm not going to do like a crazy water cut, because again, I don't think I need to make 275, but I want to do a little bit of a water cut just so that after weigh-in I can, eat food and not be worried about being way too bloated.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting that to distribute well where you want it to go is just a matter of just giving yourself a little bit of a pump full body.
Yeah.
The other benefit too is like that little bit of lubing up the day before, you feel less like a brick meet day morning.
Yeah. And then you just know like the muscle's loaded again with sodium glycogen,
100%. And like
sodium glycogen water.
the big thing for making this taper strategy that I run work is that with me going lighter than, like say Bryce, for example, tapers way heavier than I do. For myself to make this work, I need to be treating all of the light weights like it's a heavy weight. So I'm basically treating it like speed work, treating it like compensatory acceleration training, where I'm trying to push into the lightweight as hard as I can, making sure my brace is at the level it needs to be for a heavyweight. And if I can do that, I can go lighter and avoid the potential detraining.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And like for people that want to say that it doesn't work, like everyone I coach that does this well, myself at least, like I'm usually able to put 80 to 150 pounds on my training total on the platform.
Are you gonna try and hit 275?
So
So what do you say you were this morning? It's like
295, 294.
Yeah, it's 20 pounds.
Yep. Which,
I mean, you could drop.
if there was more on the line, I would say 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm just going to do this week is just go a little bit lower carb through kind of basically like yesterday was my first day going lower carb. So I went 250 carb yesterday. I'm going to go about 200 carb today. Tomorrow's training day with all 3 lifts. So I might go like 250, 300. And I'll kind of just like gradually taper that back. And I'll kind of just see like how much comes off with that lower carb. And if like I'm down in Florida Thursday morning, I'm 285, fuck it, I'll just sweat a little bit. If I'm, 292 Thursday morning, I'll be like, well, I'll just weigh in whatever the fuck I weigh in at, and I have a little bit of room to blow it up.
Because when you get home, no one's going to ask you what you weighed. They're going to ask you what you lifted.
For the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. Like your powerlifting friends will.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's all you care about. I mean, fair enough. But like when you're talking to your 15,000 followers on YouTube, probably 5 of them just want to know what you lifted.
Yep, exactly. And
which might be worth considering if lowering your body weight lowers your lifts.
And before my knee, I was like 100% I'm going 275 because I can break Canadian 275 records.
Mm-hmm.
After the knee, I'm not saying that I cannot, but I would need to load 850 on squat. And I'm not sure that after the knee I'm willing to do that right now. So I don't think that 275 would be a need to make scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But
I agree it is more impressive doing the same lifts at a lower body weight. Like objectively, it is. It's just, yeah. Just in terms of showing the general public crazy shit. And what did you say about Ed Cohen? You said not enough people know that he did his lifts at 220.
Well,
some of his lifts at 220.
Yeah, like a lot of Ed's crazy shit was at 220.
What do they know? They just know his top lifts?
Yep. Or they just know Ed Cohen was good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of people that could say you're talking about Ed going 2491 at 242 and that'd be the biggest total in the world at the time. I know there's a lot of people that could say like Ed did 901 at 220 and that was a record that lasted 20 years.
I don't think I know anyone
that
would know that. I think I know a few people that know the Sheffield records. But...
On that note, every powerlifter on earth should go on Amazon right now and buy like Ed Cohen, the Man and Myth Legend book. Because that is such a good read in terms of perspective on powerlifting. Because again, you think about Ed Cohen, you think of greatest of all time, you think of a guy that just dominated for years and years and years and years. Mm-hmm. When you read his book and read his story, you realize like, holy fucking shit, he struggled through all of this. And a lot of lifters want to look at the top and think that, oh, the top end guys just have it easier than them. And I read Ed's book after I blew my knee. And kind of like reading Ed's book and like seeing how much he had to fight through and how much he struggled and his injuries and everything he had to overcome to get to where he was, and maybe be like, well, Ed overcame shit, I can overcome shit.
Mm-hmm. And it's relatable.
100%. And it makes it more realistic to understand that it's not easy no matter how good the guy is.
Mm-hmm.
So read Ed's book.
They all struggled through it. Well, not everyone. Well, everyone had their own struggles, but yeah, he went through something.
It's easy to assume, like even like looking at John Hack, looking at Colton, looking at Dan Bell, it's easy to assume that it was just easy and effortless because they were that good.
Well, it's kind of a cop-out.
Yes, it's a false assumption.
Yeah. And you immediately make those false assumptions to make yourself feel better about yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling optimistic. And again, I think the 275 Canadian record right now is 21:21. And I think like realistic number scenarios, I'm thinking like just cracking 21 is top end of realistic. So again, I'm not sure if like the cutting 275 will be worth it, but we'll see how easy the weight falls off. Yeah. If it's just coming off easy and I'm like, we're good, we're chilling, I might just do it for the heck of it, because the last time I competed was 275, and being able to say, I put this much on my total at the same weight class means a little bit to me.
Right. So largely you're just going to go wherever your body wants to be, because that's obviously where you perform best.
Yeah.
Where can people watch it? Are they live streaming it?
They're not live streaming as far as I know.
Can you live stream it, or will she get kicked out?
So because
can you live stream it on something?
because Jordan Wong's the homie. I think he's told me I have free reign of my cameras, but I don't know if I want to do a live stream and overstep too much.
Mm-hmm. Would you do it on your YouTube?
Yeah, it'll be on full vlog. Will be on YouTube
No, but I mean, if you did a live stream.
potentially,
Yeah.
but
But you're not sure.
the
Yeah.
logistics of making that happen may be difficult.
Okay.
We only got so many cameras.
There's so many cats. You guys can't see what this setup is, but I see.
I mean, I think they could probably gather that there's 3.
I feel like there's more.
We got 3.
I feel like there's more somewhere though.
Yeah.
Is there a camera in that bag?
No.
No.
We only got 3 bodies right now.
Oh, we gotta set this up. We gotta step it up. It's
Yeah.
only 3. There's a lens there.
Yeah.
Is that a new sweater?
Yeah.
When did that come
Brand
out?
new.
It just
Yesterday.
dropped?
Yesterday.
How often do you do merch drops?
We were doing the monthly at the beginning of the year, and then my ability to come up with new designs hit a limit.
Yeah. You have a full-time designer now. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she can get on it.
Start planning the next one.
Did you make this?
All me.
You did? Okay.
I mean, how hard is it to make a collegiate arch, though?
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm stoked on this. Like, have you felt it?
No, I haven't.
So feel how thin it is.
Yeah.
Now, you might be thinking the thinness is a bad thing. Right? Like, that's... What?
Go on.
Because again, it's like most sweaters, when you pick up a sweater, you're like, oh, it's a nice thick sweater.
Yeah.
High quality.
Yeah.
But then if I'm squatting and it's cold out, I don't want to squat with a thick sweater because the bar feels weird on my back. I
Yeah.
want to bench with a thick sweater because I'm not stuck to the pad.
Right. So it's intentionally this thin. It's not
It-
this thin because you looked at like the pricing and you're like,
Dude, this
we can make
bike
more
was
margin
actually,
on this one.
it's the Comfort Colors bike. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
You just gotta say lightweight.
Yeah.
No, it's just the way you started that was just like an infomercial from the 2000s. That's
But yeah,
you,
like-
you need to clip that and use it as an ad for sure.
But yeah, like I don't want to trade in a thick sweater just because I can't squat in it. It feels weird on my belt. It feels weird on the squat bar.
Well, I agree completely.
Whereas this
yeah.
being like this thickness, it feels fine. Like it's indistinguishable from a t-shirt under the bar, but it's so much warmer.
Yeah.
So my mission was accomplished.
Nice. No, it looks good and yeah, lightweight. It's lightweight.
And like when Miana first saw these
Lightweight for
blanks,
training.
she was worried until she put it on. Because it's
It's really comfortable.
hella comfy.
I wore it 2 days in a row.
And like me being a princess, squats, deadlifts perfectly fine, bench perfectly fine. And I'm like, yes, I will not be cold this winter.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah, just in time for the snowy seasons. We just got a snowstorm in Calgary.
Yeah.
What, Monday?
And at least Mike's not cheap, so the heat is turned on at the realm. I would still prefer it warmer though.
Oh, you like it hot?
Yeah.
Warm?
Yeah.
Really cold.
See, that's the perfect thing for it then.
Exactly.
You need a sweater, but you don't want like a thick sweater. You'd be too hot.
Mm-hmm. So it's perfect.
It's lightweight. You got a sweat on?
Yeah.
Stay warm.
Yep. So buy them.
Where can they buy them?
Activatedperformance.net.
How much are they?
I think 54 US is what we put them at,
For US.
which makes it,
I think it's 75 Canadian with the
Yeah.
exchange.
yeah, which sucks for Canadians. I apologize, but
Where are most of your YouTube subs?
I would assume the States. I haven't looked at the demographic.
What about Instagram?
I have no fucking clue.
You don't look at that?
No.
No.
Worldwide.
Global.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about dieting over the holidays for your clients? Do you have any recommendations?
Yeah, for your clients.
Okay. You dieting over the holiday, like unless you're deep in a contest prep, I'm never ever gonna ask someone to take their Tupperware to
Yeah.
a Christmas dinner. No, that's insane. I don't think you should do that. I think that's gonna lead to burning out because having things like those outings and Christmas dinner, whatever dinners with your family, like it's important to maintain a sense of normalcy
Mm-hmm.
because the number one thing that's gonna stop anyone from getting where they want, in any physique sport certainly is going to be burning out. They're going to burn out. They're going to mentally burn out. That's the number one thing that takes out most people.
Mhm.
And it's because they try and live like they're in prep year round. And even the most hardcore guys, like I've seen it time and time again, you might make a year, you might make 2, you might make 3, you might make 4 years living like you're on prep. and taking Tupperware to every single outing, every date night with your girlfriend. You might make 4 years. You'll burn out. Everyone did always. I've yet to see an example of that. So no, that's why I'm big. Unless you're like deep in a prep, but if you sign up for a prep and you know the show's this day, then yeah, you're gonna have to be unbalanced for that period of time because it's necessary to get that extreme result. But if you're not, then yeah, just eat reasonable. Like my rule of thumb is kind of always just eat until you're full and then stop. So that doesn't turn into like eating till you're sick.
Then how do you define full?
And I agree. It's a subjective term saying eat until you're full, but most people deep down, they know when they're full.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Be honest
You know
with
when you're
yourself.
full.
It's like when I give someone like an RPE 8 single, and I'm like, have a little fun, but don't make it gross. And then I get the video and they're it's like, well, we
Like,
might need to
Yeah,
we don't need to get a little bit better at being honest with ourselves.
and they knew.
Yeah.
They knew. They just didn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Like if you sit down, you're a bigger dude, I'm a bigger dude, probably have, probably one really big plate and then one normal sized plate like everyone else has. And after that, I'm no one full. There's enough food in my stomach. I could do 2X what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
But I'm currently classified as full.
Yeah.
So do that. Don't say no. Don't be that weird guy, taking Tupperware and chicken to Christmas dinner. And then, keep training. Eat good the rest of the day. Eat good when you can. And then when something comes up that you can't, then don't. I'm
disappointed in this answer.
No, man.
I wanted to be the asshole that brings Tupperware to Christmas dinner. I'm so hardcore. I didn't. I really didn't.
No, I don't want that because then, 9 months have passed, or no, even worse. Let's do a more extreme example. 10 years pass, and 20 years pass. God forbid your family passes away. You're like, you're watching an old Christmas movie. You see the family, sitting down all laughing, enjoying each other, and you're like, I never had that once. And not only was it I didn't have the food with everyone, that's secondary. I was pissed off because I couldn't have the food. I was sitting at every Christmas dinner like a grumpy cunt.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No, and that's what happens. So this Christmas, throw the Tupperware away. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That one meal, it does not matter. I promise you.
No?
No. And that's my take.
Even if I'm this fat right now and we're thinking about getting on stage in May?
Yeah, because the rest of the day you're going to be on plan. You're
Yeah.
going to be in your deficit. You're going to be doing your cardio.
Fine. I will enjoy Christmas dinner.
Yeah, enjoy Christmas dinner. And if you want to enjoy Christmas dinner by the book, just eat till you're full.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm getting better at that.
It's a trained thing.
Yeah. Because even though I've still kept like the Justin cheat meals.
Yeah, you said your cheat. If anyone wonders what Seth's cheat meal is, it's generally two burritos. I don't think you said
or
large.
2 Firehouse subs. One or the other.
2 full Firehouse subs?
Yeah.
That's bigger than 2 burritos. That's way bigger than 2 burritos.
Well, they're
like
big
4
burritos. They're big burritos.
Okay.
And then 4 crumble cookies is what I've been doing.
Yeah, okay, so 2 regular or large Firehouse subs and 2 crumble cookies. 4 crumble cookies, not 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it has been.
I'd agree it could be worse.
I could have 8 crumble cookies.
Yeah, I have, and you feel bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. No, like for a normal viewer potentially watching this, or not even a normal viewer, just like someone who's, never been 300 pounds, that probably might sound like an astronomical amount. But knowing the people I know and myself, that's like, it's a big cheat meal, but it could be worse.
It could be bigger.
Yeah, it could be bigger. Yeah.
On that note,
I'm not sure exactly what we'll do with that yet. At the end of the day,
I'm fine
just
toning it down. 100%.
Well, I'm so big on if it's working, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like, so essentially we'll make your diet, make your cardio, like what should work. And then, okay, you're losing weight. And then if you stop losing weight, we change something else. You're still not losing weight. Then we're like, okay, are you doing 10,000 calories every cheat meal? Then, like, you look at that if things stop working is what I'm saying.
Okay. So crumble cookies stay in?
You do. Do you get a box of 6 and she has 2?
A box of 4.
You don't eat any?
Sometimes she'll have a bite.
Why don't you eat crumble cookie?
I don't want to be
Fair.
It's something that she knows
Fair.
wouldn't work for her.
Fair enough.
But I found good Mexican food in Airdrie.
I don't believe you. I don't think it exists in Canada.
Streets Yankee Valley Kitchen.
Where?
Streets Yankee Valley Kitchen.
Okay.
So if you're ever at the Airdrie store and hankered for a burrito, hop on Uber Eats.
I feel like I spend most of my day hungry for a burrito.
Well, there you go. Solution.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, none of your viewers would know about that.
Also, I should have full disclosure. Miata and I have been religiously planning where we were going to go in Florida for food.
So do you have like a save list on Instagram or TikTok?
Yeah, so I'm going to be pretty fucked off after the meet.
Yeah, well, as long as you don't fuck off after we start the plan.
Yes, yeah. So
it's like, starting in January.
yeah,
Not you, but
Fish and rice, though.
yeah.
like
Not too bad.
battered fish.
No, like
And
poke
fried
bowl.
rice?
There's a poke bowl right by our old house.
Okay,
That was really good.
that's cool. You gonna go by your old place?
Yep.
Do you know who lives there?
No,
You
no
gonna-
idea.
You gonna knock?
Knock on the door.
I think you should.
Probably not.
They have guns there, right?
Yes, but like they're like, you're the assholes that left this place this bad.
Oh,
And I'm like, it wasn't my fault. It was the hurricane, I swear.
yeah. It was COVID. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I should make this go on to a long off topic. I guess it is called off program. But massive hurricane hits, not like one of the bigger hurricanes that ever hit Daytona, like the month before we were supposed to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like houses washed into the ocean. Ours was not on the ocean, so it didn't get washed away, thankfully. But like the sewer backed up into the garage, and like it was just a shit show. Like it didn't flood, but like water got in it, and like the water leaked through the roof. So like Cole was living with us, and he like leaned on the shower wall and like fell through the wall before we left, and like it was.
Well, he'd probably fall through like any wall if he leaned on it.
I think like sturdy normal shower probably not, but like there was a lot of water damage, and it was not in good shape when we left, but it wasn't entirely our fault.
Mm-hmm. Did you have to pay for it?
No,
Is it all covered by insurance?
I'd assume so.
Is hurricane insurance a big thing there? Probably.
I think so, and there's a lot of places, sadly, like our gym that we were at got really bad damage, and they were in an area that couldn't get hurricane coverage because it was so low.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to bite it and replace all the flooring, replace the walls.
Mm-hmm. That's tough.
We
Yeah.
can get our security deposit back.
No, we also didn't ask
Kept
for it.
Yeah. Just let them keep that one.
Yep, but it was. Yeah, living through a hurricane makes me go, snow ain't that bad. Because it was like wild.
Treacherous, dangerous.
Like we're so lucky that like the end of our like we were on the end of the street, and like there was like a 3-foot hill from our driveway to the road, but like the road was 3 feet of water, so it was like barely lapping up to our front door and just like barely seeping in.
Mm-hmm.
But then the road was 3 feet of water, and like there was a guy across the street that had an oxygen tank. So like Cole carried the guy, I carried his oxygen tank to get him to the fire truck because the firemen wouldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah,
It's also like wasting water.
like yeah.
That's insane.
What
What do you do? Just go live in a hotel?
I guess.
And all your stuff's just wrapped?
Yeah, but like it was so cool too because like it hit at like 2 in the morning, and like by 4 in the morning it was all flooded. And, like Cole, we were awake because it was just like super loud storms. So Cole and I like had flashlights, and we're like wandering around the neighborhood in the water, going like, "This is so cool," but so terrifying and inconvenient as well.
Yeah.
And like
Incredibly inconvenient.
the 10 days with no electricity or water or air conditioning, terrible.
Yeah, see, that would suck. That would suck a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just have to deal with like 2 inches of snow. It
yeah,
needs to be shoveled
yeah, Beata.
before someone slips.
For those watching, my job was to shovel the driveway. Beata's job was to shovel the walkway.
That's not true.
That's how the work was distributed.
That is not true.
Which is pretty fair.
Yeah,
That's
we
reasonable.
we were in a rush to get to her appointment, so
Ah, okay. Is that where you were before this?
yeah. Well, she had an appointment, and I took the opportunity to pick up my passport.
Oh, do you get it?
Got it.
Nice.
So
You're a citizen.
hopefully we make it across the border.
Okay. Well, I gotta go
Yeah.
train.
Okay. Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck at your meet.
Don't need luck when you're good.
That's
I
right.
probably need a lot of luck, to be honest. But
Yeah, send Seth well wishes. Don't hate
Mhm.
on him this week. Don't want to mess with his mindset.
I don't know. The haters might help.
That's true. Just do it like what did Goggins do? He like recorded himself reading all the hate comments,
Yep.
and then he plays them in his headphones when he runs.
I don't know if I want to do that, but
No, that might have other psychological effects.
mhm.
Anyways,
Okay, toodly do. Battery lasted?